I think there's a big stereotype for men where they need to be stronger and more masculine. And I think toxic masculinity comes into it a lot, and men feel like they need to be assertive over women, and that leads to violence in relationships.
I think it's because emotionally society has not really evolved that much, and people still think it's okay to do all this stuff. And it's not just like physical violence against them, it's like verbal, like catcalling and all that, or like slut shaming them because they said no to like getting to know you.
A lot of times violence for women occurs in domestic violence, and if they become really dependent on their partners, then it can be harder for them to leave and stay in those situations.
I think that things like social media and stuff like, everything that people can post about each other on, that's encouraging people to be, as Josh said, more like manly, more intimidating, and stuff like that just doesn't help people to see how bad they actually are.
People stereotype women to be lower down than men, so some people think that men are stronger than women, and you see it every day, like them getting lower paid jobs, and for example the football, they're getting paid a lot less money with worse facilities just because they think the men are better, so it shows big inequality.
I think it's because of the tradition that people have kind of grown on a bit. I think people think that they think it's acceptable to treat women like a certain way, the way they were raised.
There's some male role models out there that people look up to when they really shouldn't, like examples like Andrew Tate, where he's just giving out misogynistic messages to young men.
Because the men feel a lot stronger, so they think they can get their own way in things. Like say they had a disagreement in a relationship, just that man might feel more in power, so they think they can like maybe abuse the girl or manipulate the girl to get something back off the woman, because they feel like they're superior to the woman.
Andrew Tate's a big figure, and he's seen a lot and often talks about women and the mistreating of women.
We kind of live in a patriarchal society, and some men think that it's acceptable to treat a woman the way they want to because they're more higher than ladies. So like they kind of treat women as if they're higher than women and women are lower than them.
We can stop it by teaching kids at a younger age not to have stereotypes on women. That has completely changed society, because it's like the new generation so the children need to be the new generation to respect the women or the men, and even women to women, they need to respect women as well.
If you encourage more women to delve into things like self-defense and like to know their worth, like just reassure them that it's okay to leave a relationship if it's not good, and they have ways to protect themselves.
I think the stigma around men, where they need to be more assertive and dominant, just should be taken away. And I don't think social media helps it. I think it empowers men to become more aggressive towards women in relationships and outside of relationships.
From a young age, boys are like, and girls are told that if a boy hits them, then that means that the boy likes them, but that doesn't always mean that it's true. Like, so if we like make boys like unlearn that behavior, then that would be a good point to start.
I feel like we should include it more in education by like Women Independence Day or something like that. Yeah, we should like celebrate it at schools and like tell everyone how women have had progress over the years.
I think that programs like this, like the MVP, they're able to get people aware of these issues and like tell them that social media, it's not all true and not everything you see should be followed.
I think that they should create awareness again, because you know them ads on YouTube, the way they pop up every time, they should do ads like that for women campaign and stuff like that. They should keep popping up on people's thinking so they can be more aware of it.
Bringing them up without stereotypes, so like telling them not to be stereotypical towards girls and don't act superior to them, just everything's equal, and that's how you be brought up. and that'll change the world.
Just because they're physically maybe bigger than a woman, that doesn't mean that they have the right to overpower them and be violent towards them.
We should encourage men to support women and become like feminists and like help them lift up instead of trying to put them down.